Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of Let's Play Pixelmon from the Pixelmon Let's Go server. My name is Dave and I'll be your host for this episode. Always. Just been training my pokes a little bit when a certain Pokemon spawned, which I don't have yet, which I'm very excited about getting as soon as I see it. Oh, there it is. Haha. It spawned by Etho and he was kind enough to let me grab it. It's still in the fight. There we go. So we try to sync it with our Adamantium. Smogon told me that we should try to get an adamant one. And since I was just at the Ghost Towers, I got 2 Master Balls on me. Well, I guess we should just go one. Right? Splurge a little and get ourselves a Groudon. There we go, and Ground Smasher. Sweet. How cool is that? Thanks. I'm not quite sure what they're doing at the moment, but let's have a look at our Groudon. Here we go. It is adamant. Small grow. Actually, really? Seemed pretty big. But yeah, we got an adamant one. That's pretty good. It has droughts. I think that's the ability it's supposed to have. Too swift. This Diglett. How rude. Interrupting me. I want to check its IVs. Adamantium there. Let's do /IVs 1. And it has attack, defense, and special attack up. Attack up is good. So, before we get into the main part of the episode, I have a few clips for you of things that happened off camera. I said I wanted to go and look for a title bell, and that I might stream that. I ended up not streaming yet the hunt for the title bell. I didn't stream because I wasn't sure how long it will take, and you never know if you actually find any dungeons, and it's just... I decided to watch some videos on the side. However, to give you a reference of how many dungeons I've actually been looking through, I've recorded the clips and I want to show them to you. How about now? Oh. Eh? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. I actually got one. I thought I'm only making this compilation and we go on to do other things. No, we actually got one. Cool. I'll leave you some sand. No, I am happy. That's so cool. Yes! How's that for the start of an episode? Isn't that cool? We actually got the title bell after just very few dungeons even. That was fairly lucky. I mean, it took some time, but yeah, we have the title bell. That means we can spawn an Olivia, which will be the last Pokemon we actually need to complete our Season 2 Pokédex. And then we're officially working on the 3rd Season Pokédex, which we already caught the Groudon, which was one of the really rare pokes that we still need. Let's actually have a look. So I would scroll all the way through here, but the text takes forever. We go down, and then somewhere over here is the Lugia, and then that is it for Season 2. And then Season 3, as you can see already, quite a lot done. Let's see. I'm not sure if there are any big scary pokes that we still need. That will be hard to come by. There are a few gaps here and there, obviously, but I don't think it's that bad. Where does this season end, though? Tropius, Absol, Snorunt. This is all still Season 3, I think. Sheldon, Metang, yes. Latios, Groudon, Rayquaza. And I guess this is where Season 4 begins. So we definitely need the Kyogre still. I feel like that's 2 different legendaries that we'll still need for sure. I'm not quite sure what's over here. But yeah, we'll work on that in another episode. Today's episode will be something else. When did this Genesect spawn? I completely missed that. I don't know if we have one yet. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to press my Pokédex on. That didn't work. Let's have a look for Genesect. We do have a Genesect already. I kind of want to catch it anyway. At least try. What nature do we want? Smogon says we want to have Hasty. I do not have a Hasty synchronized poke. So I guess we'll just throw a few Pokeballs and see what happens. Let's start with a quick ball. Let's hope we don't throw a Master Ball on accident again. I do have a Master Ball on me in case something turns up that I really, really want. I can just shove the Master Ball at it and everything will be good. I think it counts as dark, so the Dust Ball should be alright. Maybe not. We already have one, and I don't want to waste all my Pokeballs. So we might just do Fire Punch. I had a look at what is very effective against this poke. So this poke is Steel and Bug type, which only has one thing it is weak to. That's fire. It's actually very weak to fire. But still, yeah, there's only one weakness to it, and that's fire. Sadly, fire is fairly common. Fire attacks are. So, I guess that's a problem for this poke. But it seems pretty cool. Well then. One more Pokeball after this. And then we'll see what happens. Okay. It kinda killed my Alola Golem. I don't like that. One more Pokeball. So throw a Timer Ball. I'm not sure if it has been enough, but we'll throw the Timer Ball. And now we kill it. I don't care enough for you to still exist. Goodbye. Thanks for the iron, though. I took some shelter from the rain. I think this cave will do. I actually like how the rain sounds when you're inside somewhere. Kinda calming. So, let's have a look at our Draft League team. You can probably tell that I'm looking for moves at the moment. That's why I'm here. But what I want to do at the moment is not get better movesets. It's actually getting the right names. One of the rules is having nicknames on here. And in the last episode, I think it was the last episode, I asked you for name suggestions. And I got a few. Let's go through some of them and name a few pokes. I don't think we'll name all pokes yet, but we'll name a few. So first off, I got a suggestion for Tentacruel, actually a few. One was by Mings UK, who said, name Tentacruel Cuttlefish, which I think is kind of fun. Thrashing Rhino, however, who suggested a lot of names, had a pretty good one, and I don't think I'm strong enough to resist this one. Let's name Tentacruel's 10 tickles. Like tentacles, but 10 tickles. It's like, it's a pun. Yeah, I think that's funny, so we're going for that. Another name suggested by the Thrashing Rhino was for Excadrill to be Mole Man. And thinking of Mole, I had to think of the Fuzzy Mole, who is supposed to play on here. I haven't seen him in a while. But let's call this poke the Fuzzy. Now it's a Fuzzy Mole. You see, it's another pun. I think that's an alright name. Now, 2 pokes which I've called the star of the show each need really good names. They're like the cornerstones of our teams. That's Raptor, and Alola Golem. Technically, they already have nicknames, but in the spirit of this season, let's call Staraptor. And in the spirit of our first battle, actually, let's call Staraptor Justice. Aha! Oh boy, we have Justice on our team. But not just justice. We also have glory on our team. Oh yeah, in our first battle we'll face off Nebris, right? And we'll have a chance to beat Nebris with justice and glory. That just sounds too cool to not do it, right? So yeah, justice and glory. We'll take those to the fight. Thrashing Rhino actually is suggested to call our Alola Golem Shock Rock, which I think is pretty cool. Shock Rock, in case you don't know, is a music genre. Most well known from, I would say, Alice Cooper. He's usually called the Shock Rock artist in general, and I think it's pretty clever because like it's like Shock Rock. That's very fitting. That's a good name. I like it, but I feel like justice and glory are just too cool to not take them. Look at how tiny this Antaeus. It's like smaller than a block. Oh, that's hilarious. Pretty sure this must be Pygmy, right? Let's try like a quick ball. See if it stays in. Antaeus are really not rare. I think we have one or several. So I'm not too concerned about actually catching it. But if I could get a Pygmy Antaeus, that would be kind of cool. Just to see differences. I think I actually have an enormous Antaeus. So also having a Pygmy would be kind of fun. One more. And after that it will... Yeah, well... Goodbye! You're dead now. It was a cool animation, I like it. I don't want any of that. Okay, so, back to names though. I thought a little bit more about names, and I think I finally found a very good name. Look, by the way, there's another Entei. Yeah. I'm spending quite some time here looking for move tutors. I think I finally found a name. This guy. Now, again, our first fight is against Nebris, and Nebris is not too fond of clowns. Now, this Pokemon, very obviously, is very much a clown, right? But, you know, this Pokemon is also very tall and thin, and, you know, there's another Mindcracker that is somewhat supposed to play on here, but hasn't in a while. That is fairly tall and thin, I think. So let's call Blacephalon Arcus. Pretty sure Nebris will be very happy facing off Arcus. Why is the name all the way up there? What is the hitbox? Oh my god, look at that! Now that is some alignment, isn't it? Wow. So you could... Huh. I guess if you see a Blacephalon, aim like a mile above its head, and you'll still hit it. It's interesting. Like this box over there is the height of the eyes, and this line indicates which direction it is looking. It's very interesting. Must it take damage if it's done there? Like you can't push it below here, because the hitbox extends all the way to up there. That's crazy. So far we have the Fuzzy, we have Tentacles, we have Justice, Glory, we have Arcus. A lot of names were suggested by Thrashing Rhino, and although I'm not using too many names from Thrashing Rhino, let's use Thrashing Rhino as a name for Aggron, shall we? Now, I guess Aggron isn't exactly a rhino, but I would say it's close enough, don't you think? Well, let's Mega Evolve it, so you can see how this poke is, what this poke looks like. Aggron. There we go. And this will be our Thrashing Rhino. Looks like a tank. That's exactly what this poke is. It takes a lot of damage. It can take a lot of damage. It doesn't deal a lot, but it sure can take a lot. Now, if you have a look at the stats, it's actually kind of ridiculous. It is a naughty nature, which isn't exactly what you would want on this. However, it means it actually has a chance of dealing some damage with 350 attack. It's not that bad, but look at those 477 defense. Ah, that's nasty. That is That is so nasty. The moves that I gave it are Ice Punch, Earthquake, Heavy Slam, and Rock Slide. According to Smogon, you often have also Stealth Rock on Aggron, but we'll see. I think I wanna have just a rock type attack there instead. Might change it. Probably not that rock type attack. I might go for what's it called? Stone Edge or something like that instead. I might also just take something completely different. But yeah, this poke will be not the Thrashing Rhino because that is too long. What do we do then? We can't have Thrashing Rhino. What should we call you? I don't know how to spell that. Okay, the next thing you say, I'm gonna name you after that, okay? What shall I name you? Ah, okay, I'm pretty sure it said Tim. Okay, our Aggron is now called Tim. Perfect. After some tedious EV training and some more thinking, I think I came up with the remaining 3 names. So we still need names for our Gigalith, our Noivern, and Necrozma. So let's start with the Gigalith. I have lately been getting into watching a bit more wrestling again. So when I used to be in like 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, right, around that sort of time. Me and a bunch of my buddies, my mates, we were into wrestling. We were watching SmackDown, which was on German TV. And recently I've just started watching a few matches again. Mainly because I saw like Fast and Furious spin-off of Hobbs and Shaw with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jason Statham. Extremely stupid movie. Had a blast. Real stupid. Perfect. For just an action movie for the sake of action, pretty good. But yeah, because of that, I got into watching some more wrestling matches of The Rock, and I think that's the right name for our Gigalith. The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I would put the full name in there, but that's too long. We now have The Rock. We actually have to trade The Rock, so The Rock can evolve into The Rock. But The Rock says that will be okay if we just do that before the match. That's a Mega Heracross, isn't it? We should probably fight that then. I think we have this Mega Stone, but it's fairly rare. We can get a second one, I'll take it. Acrobatics. Nailed it. We did not, but a rare candy and an insect plate. I'll take those. They're fairly rare. I guess we can put the berries back into here. Yeah, okay. So, now to the next names. Noivern. Noivern is probably one of the strongest Pokemons we have in our team. It seemed like a weird pick in the beginning, but with it being a dragon type, with having some pretty high speed and some fun moves, we can probably do something with it. Man, I'm hoping this moveset will work out. I plan on giving it a Life Orb. With the Life Orb, it will take 10% damage each time it attacks. However, it will do 1.3 the damage that it would do without it. And I think I was mentioning Draco Meteor in the last episode. It's already 130 move. It's a stab move. Together with the Life Orb, this will be insane damage. Is the idea. So yeah. The most present feature about Noivern, I would say, definitely the ears. So I was thinking about what we could do. It kind of looks like speakers, but I wasn't really sure, and it is kind of flying, so I was contemplating, but then I had another look at it, and it just struck me. The perfect name for this Pokemon You guessed it, it's Mickey, like the mouse, you know, with the big ears, right? That's a good choice, right? Not just me, the big round ears, Mickey. No, I think that's funny. Huh. So, that leaves Necrozma. Now, with Necrozma, I've actually struggled a little bit what to name Necrozma, because Necrozma is a really cool poke, right? Looks really intimidating, it's kind of levitating, and it looks cool, and it's all evil, and it has a really weird shape, so I wasn't really sure what to call it. So, took some contemplating. However, when I was listening to Tool and my mind went off to different places, I thought, how about we just have a look at its moveset? So, first move it has is Earth Power, right? It's like geothermally powered. That's cool. It's like some sort of machinery, maybe, or some sort of mechanism that gets like power from the earth. That's pretty cool, but wouldn't really know what to name it after that. Prismatic laser. Ooh, that sounds fun, right? Now, laser, obviously is laser light. This is a certain type of light. A laser actually is a certain way on how to amplify a certain wavelength to have light of only one wavelength shooting out. Very useful in science and stuff. It's easier for me to talk about that in German, however, since that's the language that I learned things about lasers in. But yeah, so basically, light, right? Prismatic laser is kind of weird because, like, if you shoot light into a prism, so the way a prism works is the different wavelength, like for example, the different colors that you could see in there, like red, green, and blue, and that sort of stuff. They all get bent like at different amounts. Like some get more, some get less bend if you shine light through a thing. The more blue light is, the stronger the effect is that it gets bent, right? So blue gets bent really heavily if it encounters something like that, like if it goes from, like, let's say, air into glass, for example, like that gets bent. Blue, really heavily, red, only a little bit. The thing is, laser light is only one certain wavelength, right? So if you shoot a laser into a prism, it all gets deflected the same way, and you don't get a rainbow on the other side, which you usually get with a prism. It all stays together because it's a laser. So it's kind of a weird name for a move. I mean, it sounds cool. I'm not gonna complain. It sounds cool. But yeah, it's just laser. It's like it's just a laser going around the corner basically through the prism. In any case, photon geyser. Ooh, that sounds fun, right? Now, a geyser, we all know, it's like water that every now and then shoots out. It's kind of cool. Photons is, light. Like, photons kind of are just particles. They don't have a mass, but they have energy, and if they, hit something, they can transfer the energy onto an electron, and then if the electron has a higher energy, and when it comes down to the energy it has, it can shoot another photon, which is how you see things. How things like radiate light back. That's how that works. But yeah, really, photon is just light, and a geyser is like something that shoots out things every now and then. So photon geyser, we could call that like sporadic lamp. Pretty much. But again, it's about light, just like the laser. So far, we have a monochromatic, sporadic lamp powered by the Earth. It's kind of cool. And then it also has dark pulse. Now, dark, again, has something to do with light, right? The absence of light. So if it turns off, which the geyser, it turns off every now and then, you're suddenly in the dark, and you're getting afraid or something. I don't know what people do in the dark. And nobody knows because it's dark. So, what this all boils down to is the perfect name for Necrozma, and it is Lamp. Thank you very much. I hope you liked my speech. Uh, um, if anything that I said was scientifically wrong, feel free to shout at me in the comments. And if you're like in school or whatever, and you have like a test about light and you fail because of things I said here, that's totally your fault. Not mine. Check your stuff. Right? Sure. Was that too nerdy? I don't know. It may have been a little nerd centric there with lamp, but I think the name is hilarious. Lamp. In any case, I think I want to end the episode. Yeah, I don't think I can top that. Lamp. Let's quickly have a look at all the names again, though. So we have our 10 pokes for our draft league team. One isn't currently here. Fortress. All right, Fortress still needs a name. Damn it. Yeah, we missed that one. If you have a name for Fortress, let me know. Fortress is still in the breeders since I'm still trying to breed a good one. I want to have a perfectly bred Fortress in the fight against Nebris, but for the next one, I think we're fighting Sten after Nebris. We should have one then. But yeah, a Fortress will still need a name. So, we have Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Justice, Glory, Arcus, Tim, The Fuzzy, Tentacles, Mickey, and of course, Lamp. I think we made like a huge contribution to humanity today with having the best nicknames for our draft league team. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you check back with me next time. Next episode video stream. Whatever that will be. And until then, see ya.